Now let us talk about this topic in physics called a man on a lift. Now, if a man is on a lift, that means a lift is an elevator. All right. Let's say this is a man in a lift. There are practically two forces that he experiences in that lift. He experiences what we call the downward force and the upward force. If a man is in a lift, he or she experiences a downward force or an upward force. Now, what is that downward force? The downward force, this is it, is the man's true weight. All right? The downward force, it is the man's true weight. And the formula for weight is equal to mass times gravity. In my previous videos, I explained the difference between mass and weight. We say that weight is the gravitational pull of a body on the earth, whereas mass is the quantity of matter contained in a substance. Now, the downward force that this man experiences, it is his true weight. All right? Then the upward force that he experiences, it is called the tension. The tension or the reaction by the floor of the elevator. Please take note. These are the two forces he experiences. The downward force, which is his true weight, and the upward force, which we call the tension or the reaction. Now, there are practically four things that can happen to a man in a lift. If a man is in a lift, either the lift goes upward, or it goes downward, or it remains stationary, or the rope cuts. Now, if the rope cuts, that is free fall. These are the four things that can happen to a man in a lift. Either he goes upward, or he goes downward, or he remains stationary, or the rope cuts. Now, we're going to talk about if the man is going upward. Now, if the man is going upward, that means if he's going upward, it means that the tension in this elevator is more than his weight. That is why he's going upward. Please take note. It means that the tension in this elevator is more than his weight. That is why the man is moving upward. Now, what does it mean? That is an unbalanced force. The force is not balanced. So, the unbalanced force F is equal to the tension is more than his weight. The tension is more than his weight. His weight is less. Okay? That means he has the tension in this case is less than his weight. Or the tension rather is more than his weight, rather. The tension is more than his weight. Now, that is an unbalanced force. We want to make tension the solid formula. Then we'll be having T is equal to F plus W. Alright, we brought this one over and we made T subject to formula. Now, T is equal to, what's the formula for force? We say force is equal to mass times acceleration, which is ma. Force is equal to mass times acceleration plus weight. Weight is equal to mass times gravity. Now, T is equal to, we have to factorize. We have m here, we have m here. So, we factorize, right? But what is common here? M. Then what is remaining here? A plus, this m will cancel m, we have G. This is what we use to solve if the man is moving upward. Please take note. If the man is moving upward, we say that his tension is more than his weight. Then, because that is an unbalanced force, then we make tension also subject to formula, then at the end we factorize, and this is what we use to solve. We're going to solve questions. Then let's talk about if the man is moving, this is upward, let's say if he's moving downward. Now, if the man is moving downward, what does it mean? It means that the man's weight is more than the tension. That is why he's moving downward. If the man is moving downward, it means that his weight is more than the tension. So it is also an unbalanced force. So the unbalanced force F is equal to, we say his weight is more than his tension, which is the weight is more than the tension. Please understand it. Now, we have to still make tension subject to formula. So tension is equal to weight minus force. We have to bring this one over here, then we bring this one over here. Alright? Then tension is equal to, what is weight? Weight is mass times gravity. Minus, what is force? We say force is mass times acceleration. Now, G is equal to, what is common here? M, we factorize. M cancel M is remaining G minus M cancel M remaining A. This is the formula we use when the man is moving downward. When the man is moving downward, we say that his weight is more than the tension. When the man is moving upward, we say the tension is more than the weight. Now we have this past question on a man on a lift. It says a 1000 kg elevator is descending vertically with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. If the acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square, the tension in the suspending cable is what? They say a 1000 kg elevator. So, solution. Now, they gave us the mass to be 1000 kg. Is descending vertically. When they say descending, it's going down. It's descending vertically with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square, which means they gave us A to be 1 meter per second square. If the acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square, they give us gravity to be 10 meter per second square. They say the tension in the suspending cable is what? The tension. Now, this is not difficult at all. If you understand what happens to a man in a lift, you will just solve this within the twinkle of an eye. If in a lift, they see this question says the elevator is descending, which means it is going downward. And we say when the lift is going downward, it means that the man's weight is more than the tension, which is that unbalanced force. Now, it means that the unbalanced force, it means that the man's weight is more than his tension. And now to make tension solve the formula, we have T is equal to W minus F. T is equal to what is W? Mg, which is mass times gravity. Force is Ma. We factorize. T is equal to what is common? M. G minus A. Now let's just use this to solve. T, which is, we are asked to calculate for the tension, take note. So let's solve it here. T is equal to what is the mass? 1000 all over what is G from the question? 10 minus what is the acceleration? 1. T is equal to 1000. 10 minus 1 is 9. T is equal to 1000 times 9 is what? 9000. 9000 what? Please, tension, we say is a kind of force. So force is measured in what? In Newton. This is your final answer. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like, react to this video, and drop your comments. Thank you. Now, this question says an elevator of glass 4800 kg is supported by a cable which can safely withstand a tension of 60,000 Newton. The maximum upward acceleration of the elevator is dash. This question now very cheap question. First things first, we bring out the parameters. In this question, they say an elevator of glass. They give us the mass of the glass, the mass of the elevator rather, 4800 kg. 4800 kg is supported by a cable which can safely withstand the tension. They give us tension. Tension of what? 60,000 Newton. Then they say the maximum upward acceleration of the elevator is what? They ask us to calculate for the acceleration, but the upward acceleration. But on a normal now, we know that if in this question we're not giving gravity, but we know that in any question, gravity is 10 meters per second square. We know now, so G is equal to 10 meters per second square. Alright, now what do? We just simply use the formula. T is equal to M A plus G. Why is it A plus G? Because it is moving. They ask us to calculate for upward. If you don't know how we got this formula, please go to my previous videos. I've derived the formulas there. You know hard at all. It will lie for you now. Please, if you've watched up to this level and you've not followed my page, please follow. Please tell your friends that are writing Jambo WAEC 2027 that they should follow my page. I'm here for them. Jambo WAEC GCE. I'm their doctor. Now, T is 60,000. is equal to, what is M? M is 4,800. A, that's what we asked to calculate for. G is 10. Alright? Now, what do? We have 60,000 is equal to 4,800 times A. We have 4,800 A plus 4,800 times 10. We have 48,000. Right? Yes, we have 48,000. Now, what do? We have to make, because we have to calculate for A, which is the acceleration, so we have to make it subject of formula. So we'll be having 4,800 A is equal to 60,000 minus 48,000. 60,000 minus 48,000. So we have 4,800 A is equal to 60,000 minus 48,000 should give you 12,000. 12,000. Yeah? Then what do? Because we have to calculate for A, we divide both sides by 4,800. When you divide here by 4,800, it cancels out. So therefore, we have A is equal to, this will cancel out this will cancel out this. So we have 120 divided by 48. 120 divided by 48 is 2.5. 2.5, yes, 2.5. 2.5 what? 2.5 meter per second square. Because we have to calculate for acceleration. Please, this is how you solve it, right? You just bring out the parameters, then you bring out the formula. I've derived these formulas in my previous videos, right? So please follow, please react. If you just see it, like and drop your comments. Just like, please. Let's go this page together. Question 3 says, a body of mass 2 kg is suspended from the ceiling of a lift with a string. If the lift moves upward with acceleration of 2 meters per second square, it says calculate the magnitude of the tension. It says G is 10 meters per second square. Now, this is like what we've done before. They say a body of mass, they give us the mass, 2 kg, is suspended from the ceiling of a lift with a string. If the lift moves upward with an acceleration, please, this is vital. The lift moves upward. It moves upward. Because it moves upward, we know the formula to use. Acceleration of 2 meters per second square. Then they give us G to be 10 meters per second square. Then they ask us to calculate for the tension. Now we already know that T is equal to M open bracket A plus G, because the thing is moving upward. If it's because the elevator is moving upward, okay, then T, that's what we have to calculate for, is equal to, what is M? M is 2 open bracket, what is A? A is already 2 plus G, G is 10. T is equal to 2 open bracket, 2 plus 10, 12. T is equal to 2 times 12, 24 Newton. Chakam is not difficult. Please follow, drop a comment, like, and share. My YouTube channel will be posted in the comment section. Please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.